friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark, and these are the chronicles of a long and epic conflict. Earth is the Autobots' last stand against Decepticon tyranny. Thus we have Nest, an alliance with humankind to defeat our evil brethren once and...
Hear that, Bumblebee?
Decepticons.
You're in charge of locking down all the important data tracks. I'll see what all the commotion is about outside.
Back already?
Ironhide?
Insignificant buzzing Bumblebee. The Autobots will regret leaving their smallest soldier to guard Nest Command. Wouldn't you agree, Optimus?
I'm not as small as you think, Soundwave.
Ironhide! I will extinguish your spark beneath my treads. You know, I was sort of hoping it was you, Bludgeon. What's that human phrase? Bring it!
Foolish Autobot. Sound is my weapon. I can absorb the sonic boom from any shot you fire and redirect the acoustic energy back at you.
One shot at a time?
Or can you handle
10,000 rounds
per minute?
Load. Too many sonic booms. I can't absorb.
Can you hear me now?
Soundwave.
Hey, Bludgeon, you give up already? I got this entire jungle terrain mapped right up here, so come out wherever you are. Let's see how smart you are without your ugly head, Autobot scum.
Ironhide?
Not now, B. You're a keeper of Nest, okay? So keep things safe and secure while I'm out. Because Bludgeon and me got some unfinished business.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. In the most recent conflict with our Decepticon foes, Nest was attacked. Brave Bumblebee defeated Soundwave, turning the Decepticon sonic onslaught against him. To prevent Soundwave from wreaking further havoc, Bumblebee silenced him in an electromagnetic bubble.
Shh. The bubble's vacuum sealed.
Soundwave. No air, no noise.
No trouble.
Meanwhile, Ironhide pursues the Decepticon known as Bludgeon to the surrounding jungle. Reinforcements are en route. Do not engage Bludgeon until... Ironhide, do you acknowledge?
I don't think I can wait for help, boss.
Bludgeon is on the move. The fight's over.
Not for me.
Engage camouflage and remain hidden until help arrives.
Going green now, Optimus. I'll try to be stealthy, but I can't speak for the other guy.
Blast this organic mudball. Corrosive water and strangling leaves.
I'm sort of on a timetable here, Bludgeon. Cavalry's coming, and I'd really like to finish this all by myself.
Then let the battle begin.
So stop talking and start swinging. Come on, Bludgeon. Is this a fight or a slow dance?
Insult me further and you'll lose that rusted metal tongue, Ironhide. Yeah!
Hate to admit it, Bludgeon, but I think we're stalemated here. Equal but opposing forces cancel each other out. Why don't we call it a day? Join the Autobots, and maybe Optimus Prime will offer you amnesty. One-time only deal. Clock's ticking.
And face the wrath of Megatron? I would rather concede this battle and live to fight you another day, Ironhide.
Bludgeon, wait! Next time, I might not be so nice.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark, and we fight a seemingly endless crusade against the tyrannical Decepticons. Often, this war is personal. Ratchet.
Whoa!
This is Optimus Prime.
Sorry, Optimus, you startled me. The nest lab's empty. Humans need their sleep. I was just adjusting my EMP blaster.
Just as well. There's trouble in Mission City. Lockdown is on the loose, and the two of you have a certain violent history.
Lockdown's definitely my own worst enemy. So I have to assume that this late-night joyride isn't coincidental. Great. More collateral damage for Nest to explain.
Ratchet, be careful. Lockdown is larger and more powerful than...
Nobody knows how dangerous Lockdown can be more than me, Optimus. But I come fully loaded too. Stop swerving, Lockdown. Just stand still for half a picosecond so I can dampen your spark with my EMP.
Don't you tire of trying and failing to stop me, Ratchet?
You're right. Let's end this here and... No! Blasted faulty pulse regulator!
When will you learn, match it. Science will not win this war. We Decepticons are stronger. And size matters, old foe. Now, if you don't mind, I'll take your blaster as a memento. Perhaps I can succeed where you failed and make it work.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark, and our most constant foe is the Decepticon tyrant Megatron, presently at large, but not for long. All Cybertronians possess a unique energy signature. Their personal spark, not unlike a human's fingerprint. The trail of Megatron's spark has led Sideswipe and myself to an abandoned factory.
It's like a metal graveyard, Optimus. All this abrasive concrete dust can't be good for the...
Hush, Sideswipe. I'm scanning. If Megatron is indeed here.
But he's not, is he?
No trace of his spark. Perhaps our long-range receptors need to be recalibrated.
We'll get him, Optimus.
He has escaped Autobot justice again.
We're always just one step behind Megatron.
Or is it that I'm one step behind you, Autobot? Cloaking all traces of my spark was simple enough. Snuffing yours will be no less difficult.
Sideswipe, move!
I'm moving!
You drove headlong into a trap, Prime. And I'll have your head as a trophy to remember this day.
Mind if I cut in?
One mangled Autobot or two, it's all the same, just... Oh!
You might want to stay off that tread until you can get it looked at, Megatron.
Sheath your weapons, Megatron. Blade for blade. You're outmatched.
Short-sighted as always, Prime. You forget I am a weapon.
Sideswipe, find cover.
I'm definitely gonna need detailing after...
Are you damaged, Sideswipe?
Just my pride, Optimus. Megatron?
On the run, but just barely. And this time, he's leaving a trail he can't hide. Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. Our Decepticon foes have launched new and more clever campaigns to destroy us, as well as Nest Command, a jungle staging area built with our human allies. Since fending off a sneak attack against Nest, one of our own has gone missing.
Maybe you don't have this place mapped out as well as you think you do, Ironhide. Now, why does this place make my receptors go all tingly? How's about a fast reconnoiter before heading back to base?
Once Ironhide entered the cave, we lost a signal.
Scan the topography for anything peculiar, Bumblebee. I'm close to those coordinates now.
Sensor arrays active. Optimus. Surrounding rock strata seems pretty unremarkable, except for some abundant ore deposits of...
Energon. Lifeblood of us all. Without it, there would be no spark. Bring it to me, Ironhide. Bring every last nugget to me. Your new master, Mindwipe.
I should have known.
What treachery is this? Who dares to trespass within my Energon sanctuary?
Release Ironhide, you Decepticon parasite. Ironhide, you need to focus. Mindwipe is controlling you.
And soon both of you will be in my hypnotic thrall, Optimus Prime. You will obey my every word. You will be slave to my every whim.
No! Must block it. Out.
No. I will not be captured.
You'll have to try harder than that to convince me, Mindwipe.
Whoa, look at all this Energon. And Mindwipe? What's that Spock sucker doing in... did I miss something? Seriously? Prime? It's a party, right?
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, robots in disguise. And some of us are less conspicuous than others. Our own Sideswipe is presently in hot pursuit of the Decepticon duo Barricade and Frenzy. One need not possess a human sense of humor to appreciate the irony of a hot rod chasing a police cruiser. However, this is no joyride. In defense of the Allspark, we Autobots must speed ahead of our foes whenever possible.
quit yammering and hurry up, Frenzy. I can't shake the feeling that we're being followed.
Access to secure files granted. Commencing download.
Swipe.
Frenzy?
Swipe.
What happened to you?
Swipe, 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 swipe.
No, sideswipe. I expected a bigger Autobot.
Think of me as economy-sized, Barricade. Now, what kinds of secrets are you stealing for your boss, Megatron? Now, is that any way to treat your buddy? I just don't get these crazy Decepticon games. What's the score?
I'll teach you to scoff at your Decepticon masters. I agree, Frenzy. We should have given our Autobot guest a warmer reception. Instead, you'll get a cold shoulder.
Barricade, what are you doing?
Bah, as long as we got what we came for. I'm happy to leave Sideswipe on ice.
Codes decrypted. Download complete. Nest Defense deactivation codes decrypted. Download complete. Nest Defense deactivation codes decrypted. Download complete.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. And there are things that even we fear.
Ugh.
You okay, Sideswipe?
Repair mechs make my gyros do flip-flops, Ratchet. Everything patched, welded, and sealed?
All but my EMP blaster. Lockdown took it and left me broken and beaten.
Nest isn't exactly lacking in new and improved weapons, you know. I traded up for these babies after Barricade and Frenzy shattered my sword.
Impressive.
Relax and get your spark back. You'll have another shot at Lockdown. Maybe sooner than you think. Hey, what's with the lights? Somebody forget to pay the Energon bill. Ratchet, is that—
Unfortunately, no. But I have something that once belonged to him.
Lockdown?
Stripling Autobots, I'll have your weapons too. My blaster!
Actually, it's mine. I built it, I blast it.
Out of my way, Autobot.
Ratchet, he's escaping!
Lockdown won't get very far. He's wounded. And he's headed straight for the medical bay.
You think you can waylay me in the dark, Autobot?
New patient acquired.
What?
Repair sequence initiated.
Stop!
Sedation complete.
I can't watch.
I can. Repair mech, let's add some elective procedures. And be sure to check under the hood.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. We do not wish to fight, but it is our sworn mission to protect all sentient life from the Decepticon threat. Thus, Bumblebee, it is of crucial importance to always be on your guard.
You call that being on guard? Think it's just coincidence that the enemy singles you out?
You think the Decepticons underestimate me, Ironhide?
They think you're small, and therefore of little consequence, Bumblebee.
Really? I may be economy-sized compared to other bots, but I sting big.
Oh, the bee's getting mad. Now, let's work with that.
Not mad, just determined. Are we finished training?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you off guard just now? Think Megatron and his lackeys pulled their punches?
Okay, I get it. How's this for keeping my guard up?
That's it. Keep it coming.
You just keep running. Blast it! Servos are racing.
So transform and improvise. That's what Autobots do.
Why are you stopping?
Even in the middle of a fight, you need to be mindful of your surroundings. We almost smashed one of the locals.
A flower?
Life.
But Earth plants aren't sentient.
Take a peek at the light bands.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't tell the humans. They're still just getting used to robots in disguise. Now let me take a look at those frosty servos. And remember what Prime told you. We defend all sentient life. Even the small things that might otherwise seem of little consequence.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. We are guests on this troubled planet called Earth. As such, we do our best to help our human hosts whenever and wherever possible. If only the same could be said for our Decepticon foes.
You're just in time. This blaze is burning out of control.
Ironic that you call yourselves firemen, when all you do is extinguish the beautiful flames.
What are you?
Isn't it evident, human?
We're turning up the heat.
Destroy the water hoses, Chopster. Scramble City burns to the ground tonight.
All's I wanna do, Smolder.
Who are these cons again?
Big one, Smolder. Rides with a mini-con called Chopster.
We're about to engage the Decepticons, Optimus.
Try to keep collateral damage to a minimum, Bumblebee. We are guests.
Chopster?
Gonna chop yours into twisted metal bits, big bots.
Please tell your partner that we'd like a word.
We'd like a word?
Doesn't always have to be a fight, does it?
Look out!
Here's a word for you, skids. Burn!
Chopster has more than one transformation, Autobot. How fortunate you left him in my favorite mode. Fire Axe.
Disable him with an EMP pulse, Ratchet, now!
I can't. It needs a few moments to recharge the... Wait a second. I have an idea.
I will chop you, slag you, and dance on your embers.
Hurry!
Maybe my own spark can add enough fuel for the EMP to fire just one big... You okay, V?
A little singed, but mostly intact.
A fire truck that shoots fire?
Well, you know the Decepticons. They think they're all hot and stuff.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. Our foes are many, and they tend to hold grudges.
My Energon, where is it?
The High Mountain Road. Ratchet and Sideswipe are transporting it to a secure location for storage.
Cursed Autobots. That Energon is mine. Mine.
You mean mine, Mindwipe?
Of course, Master. Yours.
Road's rougher ahead, Ratchet.
Sideswipe. The mission is compromised. Airborne Decepticons are tracking you.
Airborne? Oh no.
Starscream.
Don't stop. We can't let the Energon fall into...
The cart! Grab it!
My pleasure.
Mind wipe.
Your efforts at resistance are wasted. I will have the Energon for my...
Your what, Mind Wipe? Your new leader? With your Energon, I will have the power to supplant Megatron once and for all.
Optimus tell you to get satellite radio?
Huh?
Oh yeah, clear channel and no annoying static.
The noise! It hurts!
I'll hold off Starscream while you secure the Energon, Ratchet. Sideswipe, no! Starscream's too powerful.
Listen to your friend, stripling Autobot. First I'll bash the spark from you, and then I'll replenish my own with your precious cargo.
If you and Mindwipe want it so badly, Starscream, go get it.
My Energon!
Master, save me!
Save yourself, Mindwipe. Like you, I only care for the Energon.
If we can't share, it's nobody's Energon. Cover your optics, Sideswipe. We'd better find someplace Starscream can't find us. I think we just made him mad.
Access the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. While we are united in our war against the Decepticons, there are some battles we must fight alone, no matter the odds.
Way to go, Ironhide.
Try explaining to Prima you broke human law and got a speeding ticket.
What seems to be the problem, officer? Jeez, lockdown! It's a trap! Dirty, sneaky Decepticons. 2 against 1? Way to gang up on a lonely bot, fellas. It's far enough, Lockdown. You too, Barricade.
I'll make this simple, Ironhide. Relinquish your weapons without further incident. And maybe we'll leave you with your limbs intact.
Yeah. Ratchet told me how you'd rather steal another bot's arsenal than assemble your own, Lockdown. How's about you watch me test fire a little from Column A on your dirty cop pal? While you get a taste of Column B. I ain't afraid of that big hook-handed bully. And I've even less respect for you, Barricade. You should know something about us Autobots. It doesn't matter if you come at us with 2 Decepticons or 200. We'll still outnumber you in courage and spirit.
Can't see. What
Lockdown, I'm trapped! Help me!
Fight or flight, what's it gonna be, Lockdown?
So many of you. Not fair.
That's what I thought. When the going gets tough, you Decepticons just get going.
Welcome, friend. You have accessed the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. I shouldn't have to tell you that our two most dangerous Decepticon foes are Megatron and Starscream.
I know, but I think I've actually found them. Neither Decepticon has done much
to conceal himself from human eyes, and they've left a virtual trail that's easily triangulated
by cross-referencing cyberspace blogs and message boards describing every sighting,
including text messages from some long-haul trucks
driving in the most remote locations.
You're late.
You had enough of this world's oceans, Megatron? Liquid or frozen, these waters could be your undoing.
Humorous. What I have had enough of is your open defiance, Starscream. I'm aware of your ambitions, but you need to get it through your dense alloy head that the Decepticons have just one leap. Huh?
Optimus Prime? Here? But how?
You underestimate him like you underestimate me, Starscream. At your peril.
I've told my Autobots that Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. And no matter who gets in the way. This war ends now, Megatron.
Or one of us, Prime.
Glad I kept my snow tires on after our last training exercise, Ironhide.
I'm glad we've got more than one nest, kid, even if this one's a little on the frosty side.
What a pity you followed me to the ends of this earth without your loyal Autobots to witness your destruction.
Have you learned nothing during this long conflict? The Autobots are never far from my side.
Engage them, Starscream. Optimus Prime is mine.
Fine. I'll gladly show my ambition by battling 4 Autobots to your 1, Megatron.
You don't have the spark to end this with any measure of finality, Prime.
That's it, fellas. Keep up the flak. And drive Starscream right into the line of fire from my EMP blaster.
this final enough for you, Megatron?
Well, aren't you going to finish me?
I told my Autobots that you had to be stopped, no matter the cost, Megatron. I also told them that it was our mission to defend all sentient life, even yours. And that is why we'll win this war, Megatron.
No. That's why you'll lose.
But he'll think that we've given up.
On the contrary, by showing even one such as him the power of mercy, Megatron might realize that we'll never give up. No matter the cost. Access the data tracks of Vector Sigma, preserved by the great historian Alpha Trion. We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark, and we have come to the end of the line. This is it, my friends. We can go no further. The Decepticons have given us little choice. So, let's give them what they want.
What are you fools waiting for? Are you with me or not?
Until your eventual demise, almighty Megatron.
Open it up. Make me a door. Wipe that scowl from your face, Soundwave. You knew I would free you from your Autobot captors eventually, but on my list of priorities, you rank after my quest for the Allspark and whatever Energon or this mud-encrusted world...
Yeah, about that.
What is this trickery?
Holographic Soundwave just doesn't have the same quality as the real thing, huh?
Those cursed Autobots duped us! There's no one here!
Well, Megs, on that count, you're half right.
No! It's a trap!
I like to think of it as an invitation, Megatron. One I knew you couldn't resist.
Prime!
You seem surprised, Megatron.
Should we help? And risk extinguishing our own eternal sparks? Better to let Megatron wear down Optimus. And then we can each have a turn at...
Your turn at what, Starscream? Having a fair fight? No more ganging up on a lone bot? Hey, where you going, Flyboy? All the fun's down here.
You don't want to
fight me, Bumblebee.
Blah, blah, blah. Can't hear you, Mind Wipe.
How it always ends with us, Prime. Strength for strength, we may seem evenly matched, but I alone have the will to defeat you. Soon, every last one of you and your sniveling Autobots will bow at my feet.
And that's how we'll defeat you, Megatron. You've expended far too much spark-fueling fear in everyone. Your foes primarily, but even your psychophantic so-called friends. In all, you've constructed a cult of terror when you should have been building alliances like we have with our human compatriots. They may seem small compared to us, but their courage and spark are as large as any scion of Cybertron.
This isn't over, Prime.
Oh, but it is, Megatron. I've already said as much. I am not suing for peace. I'm kicking you off this planet. Leave Earth or be destroyed. That goes for every last Decepticon.
You seriously underestimate us, Prime. My Decepticons will never serve.
Goodbye, Megatron. May you leave the rest of the universe as you find it.
You'll suffer for this one day, Prime, and I'll forge my own alliances. And when I do, there will be nothing left of Earth, not a single speck for any being to find.
We are the Autobots, defenders of the Allspark. And ask anyone, we are more than meets the eye. Bumblebee? What are you doing?
I thought the Decepticons needed a reminder. A mark or a symbol.
Something they could see from far, far away.